Previously on the Random Sketch Generator. Next month's theme will either be dull knife or isolated.
Can I just say that dull knife, I just feel like you have to do something on dull knife now because it's so ridiculous.
Hello and welcome to the Random Sketch Generator.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
Sorry we had a bit of a break over December. Life got in the way. Christmas got in the way.
Yep.
And
Food
this
got very much in the way
theme...
of my mouth.
It got in the way of your mouth.
Yeah.
And this month's theme, which technically we have had 2 months, or just under 2 months to prepare
twice
for.
the quality then.
So, twice
It
the
really
quality.
isn't, because our lovely last guest star, Nareen, pretty much saddled us with committing to the theme dull knife.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And
I can wholeheartedly say I have done no input into this episode other than turning up tonight.
yeah, you get award for being here.
Participation.
Participation, that's
stuff
the
for
word.
me.
I was explaining, I was doing like a lowdown of the sketches to my family this evening and explaining the dull knife sketches, and they were like, "Those aren't funny."
Wow.
So,
I beg to differ. I have heard your Santa, so I think that's quite funny.
oh, that's
Spoiler. It's going to be a
Spoiler
Santa.
alert. I'm all about the teasers. I am 2024. I am ready to be teasing those trailers.
You're being a big tease.
Always.
Yeah.
So yeah, the sketches might be a bit on the odd side. They're
dull
always
side?
odd, but I really feel like they're not dull. They're very interesting.
You said it.
But they've
not
got
Adam.
a dull knife.
Dull knife. You have to drink every time someone says dull knife. That would be fun.
Oh, please.
Yes,
you
please
actually
do.
could. If you had a shot every time we're going to say dull knife, you'll have a nice night.
You'd be having
Yeah.
a good time, yeah.
You'll
yeah.
enjoy it more.
Should we get going then? Shots
Yeah,
of
let's
mercy.
do some sketches. God. Hello and welcome to the Antiques Roadshow. We're at Scabby Bottom Castle in North Fartingforth Forest. Our experts have been appraising priceless antiques from all over the country. Wind chimes from Wetwang to crockery from Crapstone. We are up to our eyes in priceless pieces, many of which have a fascinating story to tell.
This knife dates all the way back to the 16th century and is in immaculate condition, if not in need of a little sharpening. This knife has been around for so long. I must have seen so much. I'm certain it has an absolutely fascinating story to tell. What can you tell us about it?
Yes. This knife was said to be the very knife used by Lord Darnley in 1566 to murder David Rizzio, close friend and confidant of Mary, Queen of Scots.
Wow, that is fascinating. To think this knife was part of an infamous historical event.
Yeah, yeah. This claim was later debunked.
Ah, right. Is there anything else you could tell us about the knife?
Well, it was on the Titanic.
Wow, really?
Yeah, its owner, a famous collector, Bernard du Barrier, went back to save it just as the boat was sinking. His wife was aboard the last lifeboat and was able to throw the knife to her, but he himself was tragically lost with the ship. His last words to his beloved were, "Take the knife, my love, for it is worth more than my life." If he had not gone back to retrieve it, it is likely he would have survived that night.
What a tragic story. How fascinating.
Yeah. That series of events was later debunked.
Was the knife even on the Titanic?
It was not, no.
Then why did you... Never mind. Could you tell us anything about this knife? Anything interesting at all? How did you come by it?
Well, it was given to me by my great-grandfather. It is what was used to murder him. With his last dying breath, he asked me to avenge him.
Is that true?
No, that did not happen. That was a lie.
Right.
Although my great-grandfather was a very paranoid man, he used to think someone was after him, so he would sleep with the knife under his pillow. Then one night, he thought he heard someone downstairs. But it turned out to be nothing.
Is there any interesting story about this knife?
Well, it was a gift from the Maharaja himself.
No, stop lying. This is a dull knife. A completely boring and dull knife. Betsy, said the old lady. Why, Betsy died 30 years ago.
Ooh, spooky.
That wasn't remotely scary.
I don't know, I thought the character arc was quite compelling.
If you think you could tell a better scary story, then
I
go
do.
ahead. Oh. Go on then.
Okay, but it's really scary. You might get too scared.
I think I'll be okay.
Have you ever heard of the dull knife man?
Who's that then?
He's a man,
Ooh, scary.
Yeah, I got that.
and on his hands, instead of fingers, he's got dull knives.
Dull knives. That's not very scary.
The dull knife man is very scary. He's got dull knives on his hands.
He can't stab me with dull knives.
No, but when he comes to you when you are sleeping and clangs and scrapes the dull knives,
And?
well, it's very annoying.
Okay.
Could you just let me tell my story? I didn't interrupt you when you did yours.
Yeah, you did actually, repeatedly.
He comes down the chimney.
He comes down the chimney. Like Father Christmas comes down the chimney.
Well, they work out their schedule and they're not using the chimney at the same time. Father Christmas only works on Christmas Eve. The dull knife man works every day except Christmas Eve. How scary is that?
Sounds like a recipe for burnout.
Burnout is very scary.
Will you just let me tell my story?
Sorry, continue.
He comes down the chimney with a clattering and a scraping, and he slowly creeps up to the bedside of naughty children, perhaps children who have stayed up too late telling ghost stories. He comes to their bedside, dull knives raised aloft, and he clashes and clangs them ever so soft. But you never know when he'll be back to bother you again.
That wasn't scary at all. The threat the dull knife man poses is a mild inconvenience at best.
If you don't get it, you can just say,
There was nothing to get. It wasn't scary.
Oh, I don't know, I found it rather chilling. Rather ask why the dull knife man has dull knives. Perhaps one should ask how the knives were dulled in the first place. Could it be 'cause he's done so many murders? He's blunted his hands on human flesh.
thank you. Someone gets it.
Plus, I think there's something quite unnerving about a dull knife. You could still get stabbed with it, even if it's dull. You just require more force. You wouldn't slaughter an animal with a dull knife. Why? Because it's cruel. But the dull knife man wouldn't care about that. The dull knife man doesn't have such reservations. And the clattering and clanging, ever so softly, why would he do that? He wants you to think he's not a threat. He wants you to underestimate him. He probably wants you to think he's just a harmless urban myth. A mild inconvenience. That's when he'll pounce!
I take it back! The dull knife man is really scary.
What's that noise?
Oh no! It's the dull knife man!
Thanks for arranging this Father Christmas last minute.
No problem. No problem.
The kids would have been really disappointed if Father Christmas didn't come.
What happened to the last guy?
Oh, he got a higher paying job last minute.
Really? That's not very Christmassy, leaving the kiddies with no Father Christmas.
Yeah, well, that's the gig economy for you. And when Kylie is down, a backup dancer, you kind of have to say yes. Are you sure you guys up for this? The whole Father Christmas thing. It's not for everyone.
Don't worry. Jerry's great. He's a solid guy, our Jerry.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Where did you say you met him?
Ho, ho, ho. Hello, children. It's me, Father Christmas.
Yay!
Yay!
Christmas!
Oh, hello, little girl. Would you like to sit on my knee? Have you been a good girl?
Yeah,
What would you like for Christmas?
I want a Furby.
You do? Well, I have a present for you. It's not a Furby. It's something even better.
What is it?
It's a knife. Good quality one as well. You can use it to skin animals and then tan their pelts. It's good insulation for when the nights get colder. Ho, ho, ho.
Thank you?
Did he just give that small child a knife?
Hello there, little boy. Have you been good this year?
Yeah, sort of.
Oh, you're a big strapping lad, aren't you? I've got a very special present for you. It's a bear trap.
Oh, cool!
No, seriously, where did you meet him?
He was a teacher on this course I did.
What course?
Survivalist 101.
I don't think this was an appropriate choice.
Look at him, he's great with the kiddies.
Yeah, he's making a proper little militia out of parish children. He's just giving that 5-year-old a crossbow. Excuse me, sorry, I just need to have a quick word with Father Christmas. Yes, it's lovely. Stop pointing it at my face, please.
Ho, ho, ho. What's the problem, lady?
You need to stop giving the children weapons.
They're not weapons. They're indispensable tools for survival when society inevitably collapses. Ho, ho, ho.
You gave a toddler a knife.
Don't get your knickers into a twist. It's a dull knife. She'll have to get her mummy or daddy to sharpen it for her. Ho, ho, ho.
No more presents.
Ho, ho, ho. Miss Fiona says no more presents. She thinks you don't deserve to reclaim your means of survival. She thinks you've all been bad and wants you to be slaves to the system forever. Boo! Boo!
No, I didn't mean that. I just wanted you to stop giving them sharp things. Come on, children. Who wants some candy canes? I told you to stop pointing that at me.
That's the end of the show. I hope it wasn't too dull for you.
No. I quite enjoyed it, actually. I found it really quite
Did you have
thrilling.
fun?
I did have fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talking about having fun.
Yeah. She's found a segue.
I have found a segue because, Katie, what did you say that your resolution was for this year, for the podcast?
To have more fun and to not stress and then just enjoy yourself. That's my resolution. To just enjoy myself and to have some fun.
That's a good resolution. You know, sometimes resolutions can be, not healthy. That's a good one.
No.
My resolution is to stalk Katie in every waking moment and make sure she's not having fun. Make sure she's having an absolute terrible time.
It's the anti-resolution.
Really? Are you the dull knife man?
I'm the dull knife man.
Here's
You
some I
won't be able to
prepared
see this,
earlier.
but I do have dull knives with me as I'm recording.
They're normal
Yeah.
knives. I mean, are they dull?
They're like butter knives, so they won't.
So yeah,
they actually.
I'll never look at.
You'd
a
have to
knife
push
the
really
same way
hard to
again.
stab someone with it.
Is this a
Okay.
new
Have
phrase
you
that we'd
tried?
actually coined though? Like dull knives.
Actually, no. I did Google dull knife, and it was actually the name of a quite famous Native American
Oh,
who like fought against the colonists. So I have to do some more
really?
reading on him, but like, yeah, it's a person.
Oh wow!
Oh.
Because I thought we'd just turned dull knife into another way
Well,
of
no,
saying
because it
blunt
was-
knife.
the theme was given to us, so it has to.
Yeah,
be
the theme was
something.
completely randomized. So dull knife just sort of landed on our lap. But you know that is what I did. In fact, Google dull knife, and that is what came up.
Came up. Oh, I might have to
Fun
give it a
fact.
Google. It shows I do no preparation for this podcast. I should have Googled it.
Shall we find the next theme?
Of course.
Let's wheel the machine out.
Let's
Here
wheel
we
it out.
go.
Okay. God, it sounds more unhealthy every time we put it out.
It's put on some weight over Christmas. That's what's happened. It
I
ate
don't
a
know
lot of
how.
turkey.
It's a machine. What does it
Like
consume?
me. It consumed a lot.
Okay, what happens is that I will pull this lever and it will spit out 6 randomized themes. We shall select 2, and then if we write any sketches about one of them or both of them, that will be the theme of next month's episode.
We have a month.
So are we ready? Are we ready
out.
for the themes to be ejected?
Yeah.
Yep. Horrible.
That was a horrible noise, Amy.
That was actually a bit
Okay, they're
wretched.
here. They've been thrown up.
It's yeah.
Okay.
What's been thrown up?
The themes are spaceship,
Oh.
grandmother, wasteland, irony, Venus, or conflict. Now we have
I
had
mean-
mother before.
I was about to
Are
say,
we
do
gonna-
we upgrade from mother to grandmother?
Grandmother?
I think grandmother would have also been under the
The mother.
mother
Yeah.
umbrella
I
as
do
well.
kind of like
surely.
the upgrade though from mother to grandmother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I love spaceship. I
Spaceship's
love
fun.
spaceship.
Spaceship
fun.
has a lot of scope.
Mm.
A lot of alien opportunities there.
A lot of movie
Yeah.
parodies, lots of things you could explore.
Conflict also strong.
Yeah.
I don't remember the others. That makes it very
Venus. Venus, you could do Venus the space. You could do Venus.
Yeah, but we've
the
already got
goddess.
space.
Yeah.
Shall we do spaceship versus conflict? Conflict is also very vague, but I do like it.
Yeah.
Lots of arguments happening in the next podcast. if it's that.
Really?
Conflict.
Fight me.
Is that what it means?
Fight me. Yeah, it is what it means.
Okay.
Sorry, that sounds condescending. Sorry, that's what conflict means.
No, it was just because you went conflict. There's going to be lots of arguments.
Arguments. I'm just making
resolve
sure
the
that
conflict.
everybody is feeling educated. This is an educational podcast as well. And we
Is
want
it?
Let's not. That's a false claim.
That is the false claim. Don't listen to what I'm saying. I need to go to bed.
Yeah. Okay. So next month's sketch theme.
Next
Is-
month's sketch.
Next
Yep.
month's sketch theme.
It's got a coin.
Is
It's got a coin ring
spaceship
to it.
or conflict. If you want to write along with us, if you've got an idea for a sketch, go ahead and write it. See if you can do better. You can probably do better because you've heard all these
Even if-
dull knife sketches.
Even if you've just got the idea, you can send it to us. We have an email address, don't we? I'm just
Yeah.
remembering what it
It's
is.
Quirks and Foibles sketch at gmail.com.
Yeah, if you think you
Is
can
it
do better,
.com? Should I check that?
please. It is .com.
It's .com. What?
Please,
Gmails.co.uk.
please send in your ideas.
Yeah.
We'd be happy to have them.
Yeah.
But for now, I think we're done.
Yeah, get in touch at Quirks and Foibles sketch at gmail.com. I wanted to just say it again with more conviction.
Okay, right. That was great.
And I
Yep.
want to say good luck to January. We'll
Good
make
luck
it
to
to January.
January.
Good luck to January.
Forget about the year. Let's just do January, okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Just take it day by day and
Take it day by day, honestly.
Week by
enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Have
Oh, that's
fun.
Katie's message of the year is
Enjoy
enjoyment.
yourself. Have fun. Be yourself. Trust yourself. Believe in yourself. And attend Katie's monthly motivational speeches. Thank
Are you
very
going to
good
fade
night.
her out before?
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
obviously.